and welcome to Tech Barbie Talk. Thank you for coming to this show. I'm your host, the Tech Barbie, and this is a no-filter talk show about everything I love, and I talk about hot topics with my hot guests about love, relationships, beauty, fashion, business, pop culture, and let's not forget music. So we have a very dynamic cast here today, full of energy. We got another guy on the set today with us to give us a male point of view. So here we have Akua, who is a makeup artist.
Yes, my name is Akua Robinson. I'm a makeup artist based in Washington, D.C., and I'm also an educator and founder of Growth to Pro.
And we have Valdiviez, singer-songwriter. You guys should know her face by now.
Yes, singer-songwriter, entrepreneur.
We have Drew.
Yapi Drew in the building. B&B what's up? Singer-songwriter, entrepreneur. Let's get it.
And as you know, I'm the Tech Barbie, founder and CEO of My Style Authority. So we have some really great topics here for you today. We're going to be talking about like music legends. What makes a legend in music today, since we have our music people with us? We're going to be talking about hustle. What does hustle mean to you, to us? What does that mean? And for heart to heart, what is a date? Is this a date? What do you consider a date, whether you're from a male point of view and from a women point of view? So let's get started on our first topic, which is Hot Tracks with Barbie. It's all about music and entertainment. So the question of today is, what makes a music legend today? Let's start with Drew.
Oh. Well, what makes a legend? I don't know. When I think of legend, I don't know. Nowadays, the term legend is thrown around so loosely. You know, some people take microwave success and want to throw somebody in the legendary category. You know, when I think of a legend, I think of longevity. I think of perseverance. I think of culture change or starting a culture, something that has made people change their way of either thinking or speaking or moving. That's what is legendary to me. I don't think, speaking in the legendary sense, it's just in one realm. Like, you change a plethora of things that you come in contact with. So if you just make music, and your music is just like, all right, it's good music, but like, what did your music change? Like, did it change people's perspective on things? Did it make people look at it from a different perspective? That's what legendary is to me. I think you affect everything, not just one facet of just whatever your talent is. You know what I'm saying?
So how would you say, what is the best way for a musician or artist today to strive for a long career that spans decades, I guess, that makes them a household name? What would you say musicians should do to be considered under that category? Since legend, if you're saying legend is too loosely used, what makes a person have a long career, in your opinion?
The first thing that I believe is that you gotta have a good team. You gotta have a good team of people
That's a good point.
You gotta have a team of people who are like really invested in what you do, people who really believe in you. You can't have a team of yes men. You don't want anybody who's gonna kiss your ass every time that you make a song, and when they know it's not hot, they're just gonna tell you it's hot just because they're your friends. Secondly, you need to be authentic. So the first, you need to have a team. Secondly, you need to be authentic. When you're authentic, people can feel that in your music or in your speaking or whatever you're providing to the public. They'll be able to back that because, you know, if you give them something that they can relate to, they're going to be able to feel that. And when they feel that, they're going to want to gravitate towards you. And if they gravitate towards you, they're going to want more and more. So authenticity is another thing. So you have a team, authenticity. Then you want to make good music. I mean, nowadays everybody wakes up and says, I want to sing, I want to rap. You know what I'm saying? But just because you want to do that doesn't mean you should make good music. And so that all really intertwines within the realm of having longevity, because, you know, if you're making good music, people want to hear more and more music. And so and all that just goes into play, like I said, with your team and your authenticity. If your team knows that you're making bad tracks, tell them. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, bro, it's not for you.
And also how I feel, like, also I like all the points that you made, but I also feel like from a style point of view, your image as well.
Facts.
You cannot just look like anything. Go out there, like I've seen people go on stage in like a sweatshirt in regular jeans, but if that's not your signature style, like you're talking about being authentic, if that's not who you are, that's not what you wear all the time, it makes no sense. Like how are they going to remember you at the end of the day? And I feel like a lot of people don't put effort into thinking about the physical of that's the first impression. When you see a person, you judge a person, you're like, oh, this person does this person does that, this person doesn't care. Style is very important, I feel like, to the music entertainment industry in regards to setting yourself apart. Rihanna showed us that with being a style. She's turned into an icon basically off of style and then music. But her style is what's kept her career growing. Now she has a beauty brand. Style goes a long way for musicians, I would say. What do you think, Val, Akua? Any thoughts?
Well, as far as like being a legend, I think somebody who can walk the line between like generations. Like the old heads could rock with it, the people in the middle, like young people, definitely that for sure.
Relatable across all multitude of
and they just walk in their own lane. And it's just so many musicians I feel nowadays that everybody sounds alike, everybody looks alike, but that person who stands and walks in their own lane is a legend in my eyes.
So, in your opinion, who do you consider to be a legend today?
Today, okay, don't kill me, but I'm not part of the Beehive, but Beyonce is in that room for sure.
I would agree.
She's in like a lane.
Nobody.
She's in a lane of her own. I've seen a lot of people perform throughout my short little lifetime so far, but Beyonce is definitely somebody that stands out, and she just continues to evolve and like change and just grow.
And I would see I have on yellow today. I would agree with Beyonce. I mean, I worked on the Run tour. Can't nobody top that level of performance. Can't nobody top it. And she is a household name.
She's without
She will become a verb one day. She is a household name. So when you're a household name, no matter, because I know a lot of music people are kind of like, oh, can she sing really well? Can she not? Everybody doesn't have to sound like you came from church. Or you going to church on Sunday to be considered a great singer. She sings well enough. But she is a brand, and that woman, when she's on stage, your eyes stay on her, period. So
and
to
she
me,
will perform regardless of, and I saw her at the BET Awards in 2013.
Yeah, 13, I think 13.
Yeah, and she was sick. She's like, hey, Miss Carter. She don't care. She get on the stage, she will perform. She's giving you a show when she's down and out. She's flew across the sky. They had her hooked up to it. She does it. Yeah, definitely.
And I would say also like your personality, because a lot of people have, if you don't have a good personality, no one really wants to work with you. I don't care how good of a artist or how well talented you are. If your personality's bad, we've all seen like great people, like if they have bad personalities, no one cares when they hit the bottom. No one's there to help them up. Like, why didn't all these people help them? Maybe because they didn't build good relationships with people. So being good and staying humble, I would say, is very important, to be humble. Because, and also don't get all caught up in fighting against other people. Stay in your lane, help other people, bring other people up. I feel like that can add to you being a legend in your own right. Maybe not legend of the past, but legends of the future, which is where we're going. So yeah, this was a good conversation since we have our music people here today. But now, since we're all about our business, all of us up here about our business, we're going to talk about hustle. Hustle Talk is our conversation about business and everything that comes under that umbrella. So the question of the day is, what does hustle mean to you? Let's start with you, Queen. What does hustle mean to you?
What does hustle mean to me? Hustle is like you're going to get it under or by any means necessary. I think a lot of people give up too easily. A lot of people with the social media age, they feel like things just are supposed to happen like this.
Overnight.
Like overnight success, but it's not like that. Hustle is just doing what you got to do. Like grinding, like going out of state, going overseas, whatever it takes. Just doing whatever it takes.
Yeah, I feel like social media really is teasing a lot of people. You're watching other people's feeds and thinking that their life is so simple and easy, but we all know that social media is kind of what people want to show you. It doesn't mean that that's what their life really is. It's kind of like,
you don't see the behind the scenes.
I'm only going to show you the good parts of my life, but not the bad parts of my life. So
grass is always greener on Instagram.
The grass is always greener on Instagram. Like that. That's a really good one. But with hustle, I feel like hustle is, like you said, never giving up. Like if you have a dream, you work hard too. Now it's not sitting around waiting for it to happen. You actually do have to get out there and do stuff, but not giving up. The sky's the limit. I love like talking with children and letting them, you know, dream big. I love when I see like little t-shirts that say dream big, you know, the sky's the limit. How about Halo all those shirts? All of them, because it's like positive messaging. You have to hustle out here. Nothing is given to you, especially, you know, if you're not in a certain demographic. And we all know we're not going to get into the demographics that we're talking about today. We're not going to do we're not going to do that. But if you're not in that demographic, you got to hustle out here. Right. What do you think?
I think it's the level of consistency and dedication you put into it is big, because sometimes and I've done this a lot of times too, is like hustle in the moment of when you're trying to reach a specific goal. You go real hard, and then once you reach that goal, working on not being complacent in that, and you know, setting new and higher goals and aspirations for yourself, and then putting the work to reach those too. So once you've actually reached a certain height or level, not being complacent in that place, and being consistent in continuing to set more and more
goals, like challenging yourself, like not getting comfortable in where you at and just keep elevating.
I agree. I mean, when I think of hustle, I just think of Malcolm X at the window with the K. By any means necessary, like straight up, man. It's just like we know the demographic, like you said, that we got to deal with, but we know also that we have the power to overcome anything and everything. So you just have to be able to train your mind. Don't let the trials and tribulations that you go through, you know, determine your outcome, because ultimately you have you're the driver of your own reality. You know what I'm saying? You're the driver of your own car. So if you're going to drive yourself into the sunken place and always dwelling on the negative stuff that's happening in your life, that's all you're going to manifest. But if you look that fear in the eye and tell yourself that you're going to overcome, then ain't nothing going to stop you but you. That's most people's issue. Just like Akua said, most people give up too fast. A lot of people are stopping themselves. And so sometimes you have to take that time to look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself that I'm the problem. Maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I'm toxic. Maybe I'm the reason why my hustle is not where I want it to be. And then once you address those characteristics and fix what you need to change, then you'll see the light start shining like someone else, right?
So kind of like
circumvent your circumstances,
like a reality check with your own self, like taking
that's the realest part of growth, though. You got to be able to look inside of yourself.
Self-assessment.
That's the realest conversation that you're gonna have. You're not gonna have the realest conversation with people. You want to have the realest conversations with yourself.
And sometimes with good, positive people being around, hustlers have to be around hustlers. That's another thing.
You hang out with 6 losers, you're gonna be the 7th.
Hustlers have to be around other hustlers. I really think that a lot of hustlers get lost because they're not around people who understand what it is that they're doing or how they're doing. And it's a lot of naysayers that say, oh, you can't do this. Oh, this is hard.
A lot of people that got a lot of drive. It's like a greater driving force.
And the statistics, which I can care less about statistics. Right. I don't even listen to statistics, but all these people have all these things to say. But you have to surround yourself with those warrior people who are on the same wavelength mentally as you in order for you to really succeed. Because you'll drive yourself crazy, you know, if you don't have no one to talk to. Right. Like when you're trying to start your classes, like no one knows how hard that was for you to get that up and going. You know, someone else may want to do something. Like people need to be able to talk with each other about, you know, hustlers. I said people. Hustlers need to be able to talk with each other and communicate and keep each other accountable. Accountability partners.
Accountability is a big thing.
Accountability and support, man. It's just like, it's supposed to be a big community of hustlers, you know.
Just have that tunnel vision, like just be focused.
But I went to a seminar last week, and they was talking about the healthy hustle. About, we've been trained to grind. If you don't sleep, that's good. If you don't relax, that's good. As long as you're grinding, But actually, you need to be able to take time for yourself and relax.
Yeah,
you need
to be a period of rest and restoration.
Balance is one of the best things you can have. But everyone's been trained to work until you pass out. Oh, I worked for 20 hours. That's not good.
You ain't got nothing left.
Rest is actually the most important part. So if you don't have rest and you're not able to think clearly, it's just like food.
Yeah.
You gotta be able to, it's just balance, man. You gotta be able to balance it out.
Yeah.
Resting.
And leisure, even leisure, like things that aren't just about business and work. You need a break, or you're not gonna really be able to do your best. That's just my opinion. I really believe in having a separate balance because I would go crazy. I don't know about you guys, but I would go crazy.
I need it.
If I need a vacation, I need a vacation.
You ain't never had writer's block? Oh man.
You gotta say, bro. You be like, man,
if I was a writer,
I don't even know what else to write, man. I just forget this, man. I'm just done for the day. You know what I'm saying? So it gotta be like that. You gotta take time to circle and decompress.
So what's a quick tip you would give to someone who wants to be a hustler? Just one quick.
Never stop learning.
What about you?
I would say to learn from your weaknesses and take your don't perceive your failures as failures. Perceive those as stepping stones.
Yeah, that's really good.
But nah, I would just say know yourself.
Exactly. I was going to say the same thing. Be yourself. Know yourself. Be yourself. So that's all for this hustle talk for today. And we're about to get into the most juiciest, which is my favorite type of topic, especially since we have a guy on the panel today who we gonna grill.
Hello.
By the way.
Yes, let me take off my glasses so y'all can see my eyes. What's up?
Under Heart to Heart, which is our love and relationship segment, the question is this a date? Now, for all of us millennials out here, now we know we aren't getting married as quickly as we used to. We know options are slim out there. We know options are slim out there. So what we want to figure out is, what is a date? What do you consider a date? Like, what do you consider to be a date?
I know, that's how
Well, first of all, let me say that people make dating harder than it has to be. It's really not that hard. If you see a woman that you like, you court her. It's not that hard. Hi, my name is Drew. I think you're beautiful. What's your name? She gives you her name. Okay, cool. A grown man is gonna make plans. A woman doesn't want to be texted, hey, what you doing? What you doing? What you doing? My nigga, she's working. What the hell do you expect her to be doing during the day, bro? Like, she's not about the WYD all day. So that's where a lot of them mess up anyway. A date to me is simple. I like if I'm going on a date with somebody, first off, I care about me. So I want to do something that I'm gonna want to do. You know what I'm saying? And the queen, you just happen to be there. I like
Okay, we'll get to him later on.
Yes, but you have to understand what I'm saying. It's like, I like to eat. Of course, you like to eat too. So that's regular. That's really not a date for me, because it's just like we're eating. Like, that's regular. That's not something that's I'm gonna remember. Like, okay, let's do something like we don't normally do all the time. You know what I'm saying? Shit, let's go ride bikes on the monument. I don't do that often. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
It's gonna be hurting now.
You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, let's stop real quick. Your leg gonna be hurting.
I mean, all in all, a date is, you know what I'm saying, it's just something fun where you can get to know each other. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know about y'all, but me, I'm cheap. I'm not cheap. Like, I ain't cheap, but like I care about. I'll just say it like this. I care about what I spend my money on. Yeah, I'm frugal. I'm just practical. I'm very practical. So I take me spending my money on a queen very like serious, just because this is my money that I'm supposed to survive with. So if I'm taking your ass out, then you know what I'm saying, I obviously like really rock with you. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, like I actually care about that type of stuff, because I'm not about to be like going out here going on a nice ass date and then I don't even speak to you no more. I'm gonna be like, I could have saved my money and went to the grocery store and copped some food for me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, I would say, like, on the woman's side of things, that, you know, I feel like a date is something like that is planned. You know, or it could be not planned, but some thought is put into it. And we know, let's just keep it real. We know a lot of people aren't doing dates these days.
How you know? How you know? You don't know. You just
Yes, I
speculating.
do know. It's not no Is it a speculation?
Don't speculate on y'all love lives.
No, I'm trying to
what
say.
what you define as a date.
Yeah, because
I define like.
There's a lot of dates going on. You just don't know
Well,
because
no.
you ain't there and you ain't God.
No, I do. No,
Unless-
I'm talking about a date. To me, is a planned outing. No matter what it is, it doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be, you know,
do you think there's a difference between
like it's planned.
a first date and somebody that you're already
Oh yeah, there's
dealing
definitely
with?
a difference in
Do
that.
you think there should be?
I feel like a first date should be like the impression, like your best foot forward phase.
Now,
That's
that's
how
how
I
I think a
feel.
first date should be something that you can actually sit down and talk. Not like
Exactly.
a movie.
Not a movie.
An
Like the
introduction.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a movie.
Like, you can't get to
talk
know
at the
somebody.
movie.
Movies are the worst first date,
I'm not
fellas.
gonna go to movies anyways.
Or the show, or anywhere where you gotta be quiet and listen to
Yeah.
somebody.
because you want to be
talk.
able to gauge that person's personality and their.
Facts.
You got to be able to vibe with them. You got to be able to ask important questions. I guess it depends on what your goal is going on a date with that person, whether you're looking for more relationship or whether you're just having fun. I guess I would gauge what type of dates that you would
So much
accept.
criteria.
I guess
Like,
I was never really, because I've gone on outings with people and I was like, no, this is not a date.
Did they
We're
pay
not
for
a
you? Did they
date.
pay?
Yeah.
Hell no. Split the check. G.
Baby, you said it wasn't a date.
So why
It
wasn't
was-
it? So why wasn't it a date? So why wasn't it a date?
Because to me,
It was a date at first. She just didn't like him during the date, and she canceled that.
Yeah, okay. Well,
So why was it?
no,
so why wasn't it a date?
no. If someone offers to like, if they say, oh, I would like to go out, like to hang out and this and this and that, it's
They're
like
supposed
more
to
so
pay.
like an outing
they're
to
supposed to
me.
pay.
And if so, another, yeah, if a person